The Fate channel for August 1st, 2023 has come out, and this is basically our half anniversary / summer celebration. Lots of rewards, unit reveals, and we'll talk about everything that was showcased. For the summer celebration, there was a bunch of rewards spread out between login bonuses and quests to complete. By the way, everything we'll talk about here begins pretty much right now. Main rewards to point out: 1 Farmer's Soul, a whole lot of divine codes of both varieties, 650 heroic grails, and a 15 first summon tickets for 2 different banners. We'll discuss those in a bit. We also have Grand Hero Battle Revivals starting with Hans and going up to Murdoch. These last for 2 days each, and you can get a 5-star copy by doing a quest. There are some decent fighter skills on some of these units, so saving some grails is pretty nice. Next up, we have returning new hero banners beginning with CYL 5 up to the last one before CYL 6. Slightly older units, but anyone can spark these banners if you want anyone here. Reminder, unless they want to finally stop the madness, CYL 5 units probably get refines very soon. Now, we will have daily special maps to celebrate as per usual. These are super easy and can give out 10 of the 12 orbs from the celebration. They also give 10 tickets for a banner dedicated to the retired seasonal units, as I like to call them, otherwise formerly known as the 4-star Special Hero Special Rate group. These are units you can randomly get on the older seasonal reruns. For slightly more modern units, we have a Hero Fest featuring Female Lear, Legendary Female Violet, Winter Black Knight, and Rearmed Robin or Grima. Very random cast, but we got a rearmed hero available here. For logging in, you can get 5 tickets for the Hero Fest, so good luck. I don't believe Hero Fest are sparkable normally. I think you need the Fate Pass for that one. Moving on, we got a peek at the next seasonal banner. These are out. Teatime is in. We've had a lot of tea drinkers in our last 2 main games, but no Fiorine Peps from Engage are joining us. Instead, 3 Houses is partially back, and Lysithea will be getting another ult. She appears to be a colorless flying mage with the usual glass cannon stat spread, 46 attack and speed. Ooh. From the clip, Lysithea loses 1 HP at start of turn, so I assume she'll be getting the same effect Brave Lysithea got for her Refine. Instead of Desperation on her weapon, this Lysithea has Desperation 4. I have to assume the HP condition would just be anything under full health, so once again, the seasonal Burnies probably can abuse this skill for their teams. Now Lys will also have Attack and Speed Oath 4 and what appears to be a unique A skill. No clue what that will be, but between that and her weapon, she's gonna get plus 15 attack and speed. One of these appear to inflict the Sabotage status within at least 5 spaces, plus debuffs. Remember, Claude's Refine does inflict debuffs, but it also buffs himself. Claude got no buffs in this clip, so I think this is all Lysithea. My assumption from the foe's in-combat debuffs is that Lysithea also inflicts minus 6 speed and res debuffs. Those will get doubled by Sabotage in combat. Desperation 4 probably then applies another minus 4 speed. Wouldn't be surprised if Lysithea has some way to pre-charge her Glimmer, but she at least has Slaying in some way. Now, next up, Ferdinand von Ayra appears to be our 4-star focus unit. If you want to aware, the English voice actor for Ferdy, Billy Kametz, had passed away. His new VA, Rico, has voiced Pandreo in Engage. Now, as a unit, Ferdy is a flying green mage, also with offensive stats, 42 attack, 45 speed. He has rally speed and res plus, wind sweep, and speed and res rain 3, not bad. This inheritable Teatime set plus appears to grant plus 5 attack and speed and has some kind of follow-up effect because Ferdy doubles with wind sweep. Our Valentine's weapons from earlier this year granted full follow-up if you outsped, so very possible these are the same weapons just as a tome. Same basic idea as Zephyr, squishy flying mage with wind sweep, and some kind of way to get rid of wind sweep's downside. Moving on, we have Sigurd. Maybe he was hanging out too much with the Fiorine Engage crew. Sigurd will be a blue mage cav with some stats similar to his OG version, a little more speed but not super fast, some defense but no res. For skills, he has the defense version of Remote Sparrow or Mirror, plus Seal Res 4. He has a new special called Chivalric Aura. It does not seem to grant 4 movement, but the Sigurd is ranged, so not a huge deal. However, after combat, it does seem like it still grants allies plus 1 movement. The boot icon is barely visible before it fades out. For his weapon, Knightly Manor, I can't tell what else it does besides granting plus 5 stats with accelerated specials. Probably grants a free follow-up attack, and I assume Sigurd keeps some form of damage reduction. Generally, this new Sigurd probably would just be a mage form of his legendary ult, Suicide in, pop his special, and let the team follow up. Last up, our harmonic pair will be Ayra and Mercedes. Let me go on a tangent. If you weren't around in year 1, Ayra was the focus of a horrendous scandal in Fae due to how she was introduced into the game. That controversy was only fueled harder due to how strong Ayra was as a unit. She is basically the main reason Reinhardt became a more positive even Fae. I don't think it's a stretch to say that without that event, we don't get Dire Thunder and Engage. In a similar vein, it kind of felt like that Ayra backlash was the main reason she never got an ult until today. It's kind of obvious the devs had a bias for Ayra with how she got introduced. There's no real reason not to have an Ayra ult when units like Karla, Marita, and even Larse got one. Personally, I assumed it was just due to the whole situation almost 6 years ago. That takes us to this new Teatime ult with Mercy. I am kind of sad Ayra's not a sword infantry because, let's be honest, Swordmaster power creep just keeps going on and on. Who isn't a little curious what the OG busted Swordmaster could do with a modern iteration? Now, Harmonic Ayra still looks concerning. She still has the Swordmaster stat spread just dropping res due to her lower BST. She has Red Feud, which is funny, and then Attack and Speed Clash. She seems to have a new B skill. This is the Desperation icon, but with what could be the Flow B skill background. Flow Desperation would be pretty spicy, but we're also getting Desperation 4, so I don't know. Now, the main concern about Harmonic Ayra is that she has a new special, Supreme Astra. Regular Astra is infamous, but Vital Astra has given others a taste of that power. This most likely is an upgraded version. For my calculations, the damage is the same, 40% speed, which is still a lot. However, in the clip, when Supreme Astra procs, it does not go on cooldown. That is supremely concerning. A long time ago, there was a bug where the Grand Hero Battle Ashnard had a 0 cooldown special, which meant every single hit was Dragon Fang or whatever he had. The devs fixed that. Unless this is a mistake, Ayra may legitimately have a permanent special for every hit, pair that with a potential desperation effect, and, well, she just brings her double Ragnar Astra playstyle into the modern age. Maybe Scowl stops this if it's a special being pre-charged somehow, but it's possible the special itself is just 0 cooldown. I don't know, we've never seen this before, and it's terrifying. Now, if a perma special wasn't enough, Ayra also seems to just get console 4 in some capacity. She doesn't even start with 4 movement. I need to see the full effect of this BS before judging, but good lord. Now, if you want to summon for the Teatime seasonals, banner starts on the 8th. We got a bit of time till then. There will be an accompanying Tempest Trials for this banner. It continues the Nihility and Dream side plot, and you can get Teotihu as a Tempest reward. This Teotihu ult is a green infantry mage, and she has decent speed, 42 attack, 44 speed, and higher res than defense. She has Stillwater 3, which is a first, and that's neat on her Rogue Rail unit. I'm a bit concerned on her Inheritable Tome, TK Tower Plus. It just seems to grant plus for all stats. Surely it does something else, but for offensive mages, Ferdinand's Tome seems more interesting for now. Honestly, we're all still just waiting for an arcane option. Next, we got news of Update 7.8 features. In this update, we have 5 new arena maps being added. There will also be 2 new Aether Raid maps available as well. Next, the most important part of the Fae channel news. In the Aether Raid Resort, you can buy a Sami plush for the inn. Ayra Power Creep has nothing on the Sami sweep. In this update, we are retiring more 5-star permanent pool units. Everyone from post CWO 4 up to the banner after year 5 began will be in that 4-star special raid group. They can no longer pity break you, instead they'll be those surprise 4-star but actually 5-star units. I kinda like getting those random do-sos. Now, for more summoning pool changes, here are the next batch of remix candidates for Legendaries and Mythics. I believe this means everyone you see here will no longer show up on the monthly Legendary and Mythic banners. If you want more copies, you have to look for them on the dedicated remix banners that happen generally every other month. Speaking of remixes, we got 2 previews of remixes for Legendary Seliph and Mythic Freya. They will get refines, so no point in reading too much into these new additions just yet. For Seliph, they are committing to the enemy phase playstyle, which is interesting. I hope the refine is jacked. Seliph will get Distant Ferocity to upgrade Distant Counter, and his Holy Wars N2 B skill will now inflict a debuff, gain Fall Denial, and give some enemy phase brave attacks. Not dual phase, so again, kinda committing to the enemy phase idea. His follow-up attack will work on initiations now, but this Seliph is not fast like his brave counterpart. I'm curious if they're gonna give him Miracle in some way. All Seliph ults have Miracle effects, so maybe we'll continue the streak. Next up, Mythic Freya, who has been quite irrelevant as of late. The Tempest side plot involves Freya. Freyr just released, and Book 7's Vanguard gods are her relatives, so not a bad time for a remix. Freya will get Speed Smoke 4 since she's all about speed and needs damage reduction to survive. Hers Refine should come with the new Beast Calf transformation bonus, which is excellent because Binding Necklace Plus lets Freya transform at any time. She also gets a Phantom Speed effect, kind of like Beast Sense. Now, the skill still grants bonus stats and inflicts debuffs while stealing enemy field buffs. It now gives Freya no guard, which is always good. For her Refine, I assume distant counter is going to be kept. She at least can pair her dodge DR with the Beast Cap bonus for more damage reduction. Not sure what they're going to do with Freya though. As usual, combat mythics are in a tough spot for Aether raids unless they get some obscene bonuses. Gotta assume she's going to get Kanto of some kind, and no guard in the kit could signal some kind of Gale Force potential. I know she has a distant counter weapon, but hoping for a little more spice from that Refine. That will be it for this Fae channel. Pretty much business as usual. Last reminder, Choose Your Legend 7 should be the next banner after the Teatime seasonals. We will get a separate Fae channel to highlight the winners, and this will all happen sometime mid-August. If the devs want to make a monster busted Ayra alt, now is the time to bait those orbs. Now, all the celebration stuff we talked about should be out right now, so good luck on your summons and do those daily maps for the rewards. The next update and banner will be out a little later. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the Half Anni / Summer celebration. I will see you in the next video.